Hi. Should I start? Okay, test, test, test. Okay. Hola amigos, mi nombre es Cristian. ¿Cómo estás? I'm joking. I'm not speaking Spanish. Um, my name is Cristian. Hola. And today I would like to today I would like to tell you something about SAP HANA high availability on VMware. But first, I think everybody here and online will know this famous law by Murphy. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So what is the most important thing or the worst case? So the worst case for a customer, yeah, there's no availability. So today, like I said, I will tell you something about high availability. But first, I would show you my agenda for the next 25 minutes. Firstly, I would like to tell something about me and who is FIS ASP. After that, I will answer you the question, why SAP HANA on VMware? And thirdly, I will answer you the second question, how can we ensure high availability for our customers? And last but not least, there will be a short summary and personal advice from my side or from my colleague Jonas. Yeah, like I said, who am I? I'm Christian. I'm technical consultant for the FIS ASP application service providing and IT outsourcing GmbH. I'm from Germany. And my VMware experience is more than 1 year, so I'm quite a newbie here. But my personal highlight of the last year is I developed with my colleague Jonas, he's over there, a procedure that we could migrate nearly 450 VMs from the Red Hat hypervisor, Red Hat virtualization. That was a big pleasure for us because we started there to focus 100% to VMware, and yeah, it's quite a good thing. And yeah, let's move on. Who is FIS ASP application service providing? Short, it's called FIS ASP. We are a leading IT solution provider in Northern Bavarian. For the Germans, we are not Bavarians, we are Unterfrankens. And our expertise are application service providing, IT outsourcing, hosting, and our basis is SAP systems. And here's some key facts about our company. We have 3 redundant data centers and more than 1,000 subsystems. So, in my opinion, it's a little bit. So, yeah. What is SAP HANA and why is high availability necessary? Like I said, SAP HANA is a powerful in-memory database system that stores and processes data in RAM for lightning-fast performance, enabling real-time analytics and decision-making. So to summarize it, it's the basis for many important business processes. And remember my first quote, like I start, Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, means in that context, if there are any malfunctions with the SAP HANA landscape, there can be failures of important business processes, and delays or delivery bottlenecks in production areas, and that could cause dissatisfied customers and financial losses. So, in my opinion, it's very important to avoid this. So, why SAP HANA on VMware? SAP is very picky because we only have a few hypervisors which are supported. Not every VM, not every product of SAP is supported for every hypervisor. These are the listed one. Like I said, this one is deprecated. This isn't working anymore. So we decide to use the jack of all trades. In German, die eierlegende Wollmilchsau. So we decide the VMware vSphere hypervisor. So, second, why is SAP Hana on VMware and how is a SAP landscape structured? Basically, we need an application server and a database server. So, if you're looking to this picture, you see, yeah, there's no redundancy, there's no high availability, because if one side is not working, the other side is also not working, or there's some issues. So, how can we ensure high availability? We have 4 ways. We have the physical high availability, we have the VMware high availability opportunities, we have the onboard SAP HANA high availability tools, or we have the operating system high availability tools. So we have different opportunities like the multi-site data centers or redundant hardware. We have with the VMware high availability the VMware DRS, the fault tolerance, for example, or with the SAP HANA high availability, we have also some replication, backup and recovery. And with the operating system, we can cluster with Red Hat Pacemaker. So, this is a short picture from our data center. We have three different data centers. 2 are on the same data spot, on the same campus. They have the distance between 500 meters. And the third one is on a different data center campus site. And it's not an issue or not wrong numbers here. On the one side we have 30 kilometers, and on the other side we have 70 kilometers distance. So why is this not a mistake? Because we try to avoid Murphy on this side too, because we have 2 sites. So for example, if we have a VM which is using its compute node here in DC3, and the storage node is, for example, here in DC5, and this lane is broken, we also have the chance to go over DC4. I know it's not the best way, but we have the chance to have the redundancy on the physical way. So, next one is we have VMware host hardware. We are using for the most VMs this kind of hardware. It's from HPE Synergy, 12,000 frames. And these are compute nodes from also HPE. And these are Synergy compute nodes generation 11. And what are we doing here? We try to avoid that one frame is fully packed with one VMware cluster. So we have the chance that, for example, this green cluster has one or two blades in the first frame, which is located in DC1. In the second frame, we have also a cluster, a host from cluster green. It's located in DC2. And on the third, we also have another host from cluster green, which is located in DC3. And so all our clusters are constipated. So if something is broken or something is down, not all VMs are not available. What are we doing next? We have the VMware high availability. Like I said some slides before, SAP is very picky. And we have a lot of restrictions to have fully support. So we have the VMware high availability on the left side. There are the failures and response. They are on the default. And on the right side, we have the admission control. We have the opportunity to have one dedicated failover host in nearly every cluster we use. And that means we can have one blade which is not available, or one blade which is in downtime, in maintenance mode, or whatever. So for us as the admins, it's quite good, because I think everybody knows the situation. You have to update to a newer version, but you have these this standby host, so you have to do some downtimes for the VMs, and that could be very stressful because communication to every team. So in my opinion, this is also a good thing to have one of these dedicated failover hosts. Like I said, we have these restrictions from SAP. We also have the DRS, which is toggled on, but the conservative level here, the level of the migration threshold, must be on the conservative level because the HANA databases doesn't like the vMotion when it's permanently. So only if we need to update a server or have an unplanned downtime, then it's okay that we have here the DRS on. I have another one here, the VMware High Availability Fault Tolerance, but we use this one not for the HANA database itself. Like I said some slides before, there is also the primary application server or the AAS, which means it's like the front end. When this is not working, then the database has also some issues because the customer won't get his information. So we try to do the fault tolerance on, and we have here the primary VM, which is located in, for example, data center 4, and we have the secondary data center, the secondary VM on data center 5 on different hosts. They're using mirror storage, which one is in DC4, the other one is in DC5. That means if something is broken, like like node or the secondary or the primary, it won't. The customer won't notice anything because it goes seamless on. Why I'm telling you this one? Because we implemented this last week to one of our customers, and Jonas and I tested it. So yeah, it's a good thing. The primary application server is still available if some of these crashes happen. Then the next slide is about the onboarding tool from SAP Hana itself. There are different mechanisms, like you can replicate on different ways, so that the primary system have data, and after that then you have the different replication modes configured. The secondary will also this information. Very important is that the different teams are communicating with each other, because you see it can be quite difficult, because maybe you have a database team, maybe you have an OS team, maybe you have a data center team and whatever, and everybody has to tell and everybody has to communicate with each other. And the other important thing is if you're having a downtime or some outages, there are also some tools from SAP which can help with these outages. So, last but not least, there's a different, or the last one, which you can do the high availability. It's with the Red Hat pacemaker. It's OS based. We have the scenario. We have three VMs. We have the primary application server. We have the two additional application server. So we have this picture. All these three VMs are clustered with the Red Hat pacemaker, and these clusters have a virtual IP address. So these clusters are available over this IP address, and the whole cluster is connected to primary and secondary database. So what happens if the Linux is crashing or whatever? We have this issue. The primary application server is down. The cluster noticed this, and it's okay, because we have this scenario here. The IP address is switching to another host which is in the same in the same cluster group. The customer noticed that. So what is it appears like there's 1 minute or 2 minute short downtime. Maybe he must re-log into his application, but in my opinion it's better than the whole server is down or the whole cluster is down. To summarize nearly everything, there are 4 ways to do high availability on VMware, on physical hardware, on the software side, on the OS side. So many roads lead to Rome, and it's very important to communicate with your customer, with your teams, with nearly everybody, because communication and testing are key. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Please take your survey if you want. Take feedback if you want. I will be here in some minutes. I will be here around, and yeah, thank you very much.